And as we continue to grind to shine, the name is Law Nation without hesitations nor deviations to the matter. Let's continue to hit that like button, share this content. Let that friend, that neighbor know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk. NB. Yon, that's including the ice wall, baby! The name is Law Nation. Put a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight. No San Fran audio, baby. Yup. Ain't no party like a cowboy party.
Running from it.
Destiny.
Destiny to run.
All the same. Absolutely, baby. I am. What we tell them? Come on, who running? They say, ain't no party like a cowboy party. What about a Law Nation's groove? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on with it. Stand tall or not at all, baby. All right, baby. Jerry. Come on with it.
What's your point? What's your point?
All right. Appreciate each and every last one of you all. The name is Law Nation. You know, I was nice. I was going to go early, but I saw my guy Sky live, and I wanted to tune in to what he was talking. And I'm going to go early. Then I saw DLLS, and then I saw my guy Botch Lombardi on Cowboys.com. So I gave everybody their time to shine to talk about this particular situation and set up with Quinnen Williams. Now, y'all know that I got to get on to some of these individuals who say that, hey, it's over with, man. Rigor mortis haven't set in yet, man. So if you DC for life, hey, from the womb to the tomb, if you willing to fight and still standing tall with it and not folding up like wallets, put a 2 in the chat, man. I just need to know where my fighters at, man. Where my rough riders at, man. Because at the end of the day, we got 8 games. Oh, yeah. And I want all of my real ones to put 2s in the chat, man. You know, because I get it. I get the doom and gloom. And if we don't have a shot, we don't have a chance. They giving us Fs. They gave us Fs, man. Hey, I thought the sky was falling when I was listening to Skywalker Steel when I heard Toxic Tom gave praises to what the front office was able to do of going out there grabbing a Quinnen Williams in return. In return, the 3-ladder, the 4-ladder networks tried to do this to us. They're going to try to do this to me. Come on, baby. I don't give a dog if it's 1 game left, man. I'm fighting, baby. We ain't folding up like wallets or no lawn chairs, you know? And I get it. Yeah, we might not have a shot or a chance at it. But just like that thief on the cross, people thought that he didn't have a shot or a chance at it. But this day, he shall be with the Creator in paradise. So you gonna have to fight. Ain't that right? I see my guy VIP in the chat. You know, yes. At the end of the day, as they say, my body be punished for hard living. Hands on the scraps of praying, so Father, please forgive me. Police be rushing. When they see me, I flaunt it. America's Most Wanted, live on TV like pleasure and pain. I'm stuck in this game. Holler my name. We all gonna die. We bleed through similar veins, baby. Come on with it, baby. Let's go, baby. So we fighting, baby. It don't say my body be punished for soft living. No, it states that my body be punished for hard living. Hands on the strap. Come on, baby. So that's what I want. I want my dogs to be with me right now. Where my dogs at, man? Where my dogs at? Yo. Down, boy, down. So with not just that, by the way, Cowboy Nation, we also have the aspect that Logan Wilson, not to discount 55 or whatever number he's going to be having. I'm looking at it. Yeah, Trill Pill Digital. The Raiders. I got a bone to pick with them, right? Yeah, the Raiders. Yeah. The Eagles. Oh, yeah. I need some Eagle soup right now. Yeah. I ain't finna fold up because of the Eagles. We got to play them. Hey, we saw what happened at their crib, right? Now it's time for them to come to Dallas. Yeah, Big D time, baby. Come on, baby. Show Chapes. Yeah. Pat Mahomes. I'm still pissed off at Pat Mahomes. Oh, excuse my French. I'm still mad at Pat Mahomes. You know, he folded like a wallet in that Super Bowl. I need for us to get Pat Mahomes acting right, you know, and I need Quinnen Williams to do just that. The Lions. Y'all thought I forgot about what they did and they said to us last season? Oh, yeah, my body be punished for hard living. I can't wait. We swabbling, baby. That's what I want. Yeah, Logan can cover, Trill. Yes, he can cover. So that's what I want. You know, Dak owns Tom Brady. Hope. Yes, indeed. So that's what I'm looking for, and that's what we're going to get, Cowboy Nation. But before we go into any further details of anything else, I want to give a spotlight moment and opportunity for one of our rookies that's on this team. I think that he's been doing a great job, and it could be that he's one of the spotlights or the highlights of this particular team. And if you have been following my channel on other outlets, I have 15 minutes plus of Quinnen Williams, right? 15 minutes plus of Quinnen Williams, right? So go on my other platform like Facebook, Instagram, and as well as the X app, and you should be able to see those 15 minutes that we took and we put out there, Cowboy Nation. But with that being said, let me see if I can get this going the best way possible. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all to the stars and back. Let's look into the film. In this video, we're looking at Donovan Ezeraku, and every week I'm telling you guys that he's been improving. He got multitudes of pass rush moves, and once again he's still close but no cigar guy, and he's still trying to put things together as it relates to his skill set. Nevertheless, when you look at what he can do overall, you got to love his temperaments, his tenacity, his willingness to utilize the tools that he embodies. Now, granted, he got a lot and a long way to go. I still think that he need to keep them pads levels a little bit lower. Nevertheless, he is a quick burst acceleration guy, and he leads all rookies this season out of pressure. But we just got to get him home. I get all of that. But overall, I'm looking at what we added to the fray as it relates to Quinnen Williams. This is going to be a plus for him. And on top of that, when you add into the fact that you got Logan Wilson into the mix, he should be able to cover a little bit better than what we've seen. So now Donovan Ezeraku, when he's chasing and getting to the quarterback, it could be a situation that he get home a little bit more often than what he did in the first few weeks here. So shout out to Donovan Ezeraku, one of the star studs of this defense that can show us something. I know it's been very, 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 very dark for this defense. But you got to give a round of applause to Donovan Ezeraku. Honorable mention is number 50, and I'm talking about just the rookies. I like what he's able to do in a pinch, but we need more. And I'm glad that we got Quinnen Williams and Logan Wilson. Let's see what the back half of this season is going to look like down the stretch. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah. So that's done. Hush, law. You know, that's Donovan Ezeraku. I think that he's one of those guys that we can clearly look at and say to ourselves, man, he's a plus for us in so many factors, in so many ways, because now I'm looking at it like this right here. You have the ability, right, to create one-on-ones to the outside. Now, I know that this is just loose change for right now, but you got to contextualize the fact that Quinnen Williams, he's always getting double teamed. Kenny Clark, to this degree, he's been not what we wanting out of him, but he is what's advertised for this particular defensive line. The best defensive line that we had probably since we got to go all the way back to probably Jason Hatchard. One can argue Jay Ratliff or Leroy Glover. You got to go all the way back, baby. And now when you're looking at Clark plus Quinnen Williams, shoot, you got to go back to the 90s almost, you know. So I do like this aspect. Shout out to Sadiq Charles. Appreciate you. Lord, check your PayPal, please. Yes, thank you for all what you do, Sadiq Charles. Put SC in the chat. I really appreciate you for the last 2 PayPals that you sent. I just saw your message earlier, and yes, I received both of them. I really appreciate you. We love you to the stars and back, Sadiq. So put SC in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, for the big super chat that Sadiq Charles is able to provide for us on this beautiful day, talking Cowboys and what we got left. 8 games to go. Now, here's my thoughts. We talked about we talked about this last night on the Cowboys Collective. Collectively speaking, I get the Matt Eberflus fire him campaign. I get all of that, because one of the tools that you want to see from a defensive coordinator is the ability to make the necessary adjustments. Adaptation is a real thing. So what I'm saying to you all is that I do know for sure when he do have his pieces and his weapons upon which he said that he need. He said that he need his type of kind of caliber of guys, right? And we don't know what's behind closed doors or what he's banging on the table for. I do know that Sanborn was handpicked by him, by the way. But we don't know whether or not if it could be a situation for every Sanborn he had coached a Leonard. What's his name? What's his name? I want to say Leonard Davis, whatever he was, Shaquille Leonard or something like that. Y'all know who I'm talking about, Shaq Leonard. He coached him when he was at the Coastland, and he turned out really well until he got down there to the Eagles. That's a whole nother conversation. And as well as we got to give kudos and credence that he also coached Roquan Smith. So at some point, if I can get DeMarvion Overshown to be in the same window of those guys when they were in their prime, or, you know, Roquan Smith still is in his prime, then we can say, okay, all right, now he's cooking. Now, here's what I said earlier on that show, is that this could be the classic, hey, she say she can cook, and she burning up everything, and now she's saying, hey, I need new pots, I need new pans. I can really cook. Well, guess what? Matt Eberflus, you got new pots, you got new pans. We need to see you cook. You need to get in that kitchen. Yeah. Siobhan Revel, he's coming back soon, so we need to see some type of different calibrations of DB play. On top of that, we can't continue to talk about Murray inability to cover when we got somebody to cover, right? So it is for what it is, Cowboys. Overshown got to stay available, though. I do agree. 8 games left, 3 games behind. I don't see how it's over. This is Trill 2X. Come on, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Because we decide to factor out of that Eagles game, by the way. We decide that factor because all we need is basically, we need Green Bay to beat the Eagles, though. We need Green Bay to beat the Eagles, and that would give us a plus over them because we tied to the Green Bay, and we need to dominate the Eagles and beat them boys, right? Every game, I've been saying since week 2 or week 1, basically, that these are must-win games. Well, now your back is against the wall. Your back is against the wall. So I need for my offense to be efficient. You got the bye week. You can look at all of the positive plays, put them to the side. All of the negative plays, you take them negative plays and you say to yourself, Coach Shotty, throw them away. Throw them plays away, baby. Yes, it is for what it is. Should have re-signed J. Lou. Hey, that's water on the bridge now. We don't have a definitive slot guy, and it's showing, and I get that. Reddy Stewart, I think that he's been balling in a good situation, but he ain't on J. Lou level. But he been balling on a good situation, but not even in a great, but good, you know. But he ain't no J. Lou. I get the we need J. Lou's of the worlds. Okay, all right. So let's listen to this right quick. But this goes to show you that when you start to dissect some of these things that people are saying, some of these people give us a backhand compliment on the Quinnen Williams move. Some people giving us straight up good compliments on this particular situation. Keep in mind, he's only 27, right? Not like he's 37, and not like he's an old broom, by the way. He's still a new broom, in my opinion, even though he played in the league for about 6 or 7 years.
So I think that this is motivated by Jerry Jones wanting us to talk about them, and he wants them. He's desperate. He's in his early 80s. He wants them to be relevant and hyper aggressive. Like, if they were going to trade Micah Parsons, they should have done it before the draft, so they could have used that draft capital for a pick that would help this year's team. If you're going to trade for Quinnen Williams, do it after the season so you know exactly where your draft capital is. Like, accept what you are in the moment. You're the 11th seed in the NFC, and Quinnen Williams, talented, doesn't cover anybody. You know, and so like, I don't think he solves all of their pass defense issues, and it's an amazing deodorant, because I watched last night's game, and they lost that game 27-17. And do you know how many touchdowns their offense scored? If you carry the one, it would be 1.
All right. Now, when you hear the deep thinking safe room music, y'all know it's time for me to get into something. I would tell you this. You can tell people who played ball and who didn't. And I'm not trying to cast any aspersions upon that guy to the far right of this screen that's inside of this box right here. I'm not trying to cast any aspersions. Maybe he probably played in the league and I don't even know. But there's only one position in the National Football League that affects all 3 levels. One position. Write this down as I continue to...
Let me crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
Fertilization for the nation. And interior play. Remember, we've been saying this for not a short time, but for a long time. Longer than Jay Leno's chin. Longer than Shaq toes, right? We've been talking about this for a long time. That if you have pressure in the middle, one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play this game, his name is Joe Montana, quoted that the pocket is the safest spot for any quarterback in the National Football League. And that's Joe Montana. Y'all can put down how many rings he got, by the way. So if you disrupt the safest spot for every quarterback that's ever played this game, if you disrupt that, right, and you force that quarterback to get off of his mark, he will throw an ill-advised play. He will throw an ill-advised pass. And this could be situations whereas your DBs, who we are playing, all sitting on zone, right, can see the ball coming their way and they can make a play on it. But in order for you to do that, in order for you to get that, you got to establish pressure up front. I'm pushing big body, can't stop me. For the 9-8, I got to sell 1 million copies, baby. You want to be a baller, shot caller. Come on, baby. Y'all know how it goes. There's only one position.
Don't bring me the
Let
BS
the AI.
$5. All you that I've been seeing through Cowboy Nation, saying we are trash and are done. Can all kick rocks. Keep that same energy. Don't retract, stay away.
Ooh, stay away. Ooh, stay away. The defensive tackle. And you guys, I'm just going to put yes or no in the chat. And I'm just this is pretty much, ladies and gentlemen, an open test, open book test. Y'all can cheat off of each other paper and let me know when I'm wrong. With a dominant interior threat, yes or no, as a defensive tackle, do they help your edge rushers out? Put yes or no in the chat. I'm going to see who know football in here today, baby. That's what we doing. Spot on test. Come on with it. Who going to put the first answer down? It's quick, yes or no. A defensive tackle helps your edge rusher, yes or no. Your edge rusher can't help your defensive tackle. Come on with it. I just call him baby boo. Because your edge rusher can't help your defensive tackle. We got living proof of that. His name is Mozzie. But your defensive tackle can help your edge rusher. Come on with it, baby. Show. Woo! All right. Let's move on because we got some brilliant people. Nobody got that answer wrong. Oh my gosh, boy, we cooking, boy. We know some knowledge of football over here. Boy, we ain't playing around with our food, baby. An interior defensive tackle. This move is for 2026. This is still rebuilding year for 2026. Will always be the plan for the gambler. Next up, Breece Hall for the offseason. We're going to talk about that. And I get it's a move for both, but I got what you're saying, and I'm getting what you're saying. All right, so the next, shout out to Swayze, the objective cowboy, by the way. Do a defensive tackle helps your linebackers, yes or no? Can y'all put that down in the chat? Trench warfare, defensive tackle, do they help your linebackers, yes or no? Come on with it, baby. I just need to know, baby. I want to know. Yeah. I'm like Joe. I want to know what turns you on. Yes, boy. Woo, boy, we scoring all 100s, baby. Oh, my goodness, baby. If you think I'm lying, with all of this, ask Ray. Ask Ray Lewis. Did Big Sam Adams, Saragusa, Haloti Nada, did them boys absolutely help him out through his career? Now, they don't get any shine for it. You have to be a football savant to know these things. But a lot of people, they only remember Ray Lewis, Suggs, and all of them boys. The last part of this test, ladies and gentlemen, and anybody that wanted to debate, they can debate. But last but not least, do a defensive tackle presence help your secondary? Do that helps your secondary? Detroit Palomamus of the world, right? If you look around and if you survey all great safeties in secondary play, they all had a big hog up front. They all had that big boy that can move some stuff around. Now, Quinnen Williams, he's not a 350-pound guy. No. But he's a weapon. Boy, Ed Reed flourished, knowing that pressure, because the safety, they watching the quarterback the whole time. They read off the linebackers. They cheat. They play with leverage. And if you got that, baby, you could be sitting back there like this. If he move off his marker, I could just cheat to the other side of the hash all the time. Click it. All the time, baby. So what I'm trying to get to these people, that a defensive tackle helps out on all three levels of your defense. You can take that to any barbershop, hen house, outhouse. You can take it to Outback. You can take it to anywhere, and you will be able to win that debate 100% of the time. 100% of the time. It's not up for debate. Only a person who didn't play football, who don't know football, will say otherwise. I'm not saying that this year, because we got Quinnen Williams and Kenny Clark, that all of a sudden we going on this magical 8-0 run for the rest of the games. There's still things that we have to improve on. But dog it, I get the skeptics, I get the pessimistics, but this help out on all levels, baby. Come on with it. Yes, indeed. So with that being said, let's listen to this, man. Some positive reinforcements, baby. Come on, let's listen to it.
In a second-round pick, and Pro Football Focus ranks him as the best run-stopping interior lineman in football with a run D grade of 90.8. 2 years left on the 4-year deal at $96 million. So it's not a crazy deal for the Cowboys to absorb. There's also room to rework or extend if he is traded. $24 million a season. Micah's making $46. When I go and look at what he was regarded as in the offseason, I went to Jeremy Fowler's list, and he asks all the executives throughout the league for the top 10 at each position. This past offseason, Quinnen Williams at D tackle, highest ranking was 3rd, lowest ranking was 8th. He came in overall at number 5. The year before, he was ranked number 2. Here's what they wrote. Williams has been one of the constants amid persistent Jets changes, going on 3 straight Pro Bowls, has 23.5 sacks during that span. An NFL personnel man, true 3-down player, talented inside rusher who is fully capable against the run. Solid yet unspectacular in most categories, including pass rush win rate, 13% RJ, incompletions created, 16, and quarterback hits, 18. One complaint from an AFC exec,
let's listen,
is that Williams gets pushed around in the run game at times, but that's nitpicking an elite player. One AFC scout said Quinnen did not have much help around him inside, prompting defenses to key on him. He also battled through a hamstring issue. Quote from a coordinator, he's a guy you have to dedicate a game plan to, one of the most complete interior guys in the game.
All right, so I know that's the most that most people can take. When you go before we got a chance to play against the Raiders, right? And of course we got this bye week, and then we got the Raiders. Who would have been the Raiders saying to themselves, who we got a game plan to stop? Donovan Ezeracco, Kenny Clark. Now, when they got to face off versus us, the Raiders and the Eagles and the Chiefs and all of them boys, they got to sit back and say, okay, now we got to slide line protection. We got to go max. Oh, instead of running 11 personnel, we got to go 12 now, right? We got to protect the number one asset of most people's team, which would be the quarterback, right? We tried to establish the run so we can open up play action. Cowboys DBs, they love eye candy. They jump on routes. They're not disciplined enough because they worried about so many things. Here's the thing, Cowboy Nation. Now, when they face off versus the Cowboys, first and foremost, I'm just being 1,000 with y'all. There's never been a time that you've seen Kenny Clark or Quinnen Williams together at the same place at the same time, right? So now people are going to be sitting there saying, okay, all right, the Cowboys, man, they got the 32nd ranked defense. Man, we don't have to worry about that. That's just one player. But then gradually, on 3rd and 12, 3rd and 15, we seeing small marginal improvements. What do you mean, Law? Well, I mean just this right here, ladies and gentlemen. when it was third down, I want you guys to pay attention to 59 in the middle of the field. He had nowhere of knowing where the ball is going to be at, how the ball looked like, what's the solution for the ball when it's in the air. He can't cover. Now, he can hit. You can blitz him. He can't cover. Guess what? We don't have that issue anymore. Logan Wilson can cover. And I'm not saying that he's a world beater. But what I'm saying is that now I can go back to every single game. Not just one, but every single game. And I'm saying at the time, even when it was Sanborn or Murray or Shamar to that degree, not in position to pick the ball off because they don't know how to backpedal into that sinkhole. You got hook. You got deep hook. You got flats. And these boys didn't know how to play basic principle of football. Yeah, K9 got a bad smell on something else. You know what I mean? Yeah, don't sleep on Logan Wilson pickup at the Mike linebacker. This is from my guy Church for following me for a long time, and he's 1,000,000% right.
That was before the season and this big monster run grade that he's putting up in different metrics.
Yeah, there's no doubt they're a better football team today.
No doubt. Let's listen to a resident person. But before I get any further going into this situation in detail, I want to be able to bring this up because I know you guys are feeling it a certain type of way. But before we go a little bit further into it, let's just bring this up right quick because I don't want y'all to sleep on this.
Sleeper is the #1 fantasy sports app. It pays to know sports. Pick more or less on top players. Your first pick is on us, so start winning now. Play in Texas, Georgia, Minnesota, and 27 more states. Pick anytime across all sports, pregame or live. Over 10 million players are already on Sleeper. Make your picks count. Score up to 1,000 times your cash. Join today. Get up to $100 credit using code LAW. Call your shot on Sleeper. Download now.
No doubt, download Sleeper, and when you download the app, they putting $20 in your pocket, by the way, when you use promo code LAW, that's law, by the way, and get $100 deposit match up to $100. That's wild, right? That's money in your pockets, and all you got to do is use promo code LAW. That's law, and then on top of that, this is the #1 fantasy app in the world, so be sure to check out Sleeper. All right, so with that being said, let's talk about this. Grade F for the Cowboys, grade A for the Jets. Now, in this world, if it was the inverse, boy, I'm telling you that they would be talking about X, Y, and Z things, that the Cowboys and traded away X, Y, and Z player for X, Y, and Z things. Man, it's crazy. But neither here nor there. Sarcastically speaking, I'm thinking that we got 8 games left, still on the fray. And all I've heard most of my life is that you play it and you fight it all the way through. You don't judge a football team in September nor October. And it's to this point still warranted of what Bill Parcells said, even though we only got 3 wins and it's November. But he said that he would know more about a team when Thanksgiving hit. Now, I don't even know about y'all. But last I checked, Thanksgiving is definitely not in the first part of November. It's on the latter end. So we got a lot of football and a lot of skin to play to get in, baby. That's all I'm saying. The teams that y'all are glorifying now, it haven't got cold yet. And you don't know how when all of a sudden it get cold outside that those teams take a nosedive. And I'm just saying, I've seen it before. Who's old enough to remember that there was a certain team that was 10-1? 10-1, damn near barely made it to the postseason, right? Crazier things can happen. Or they was like 7-2 or 9-2 or 9-1 or something like that. You can put the name of that team down. But that's crazy. That is absolutely, if you ever in a day Want to see what real hatred looked like? It looked like this on the screen, right? Yeah, yes, indeed. It looked just like this.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
Cowboys getting an F.
Come on, man.
Yeah. What? They would have got a passing grade if they didn't move at all? Like, how can this even be an F? You know? But at the end of the day, let's listen to this guy. Let's listen to this guy right quick.
Jerry Jones has made in at least.
Let me see if I can get back to this point right here.
This was the smartest move Jerry Jones has made in at least 3 years, and you could argue the smartest move Jerry Jones has made in the last 10 years. Quinnen Williams is an elite defensive tackle, and anybody who thinks this Dallas Cowboys move was not smart either doesn't know football or doesn't know the value of a defensive tackle. Let's break it down. When you got an elite defensive tackle, T, the offensive lineman has to stay on that double team because the first line of defense is stopping the defensive tackle from penetration.
My guy, Big Amish, Jerry did make a move. Hey, this time he didn't milk the bull. He absolutely got over to that cow over there. And he's like, whoa, this is what milk feels like. Yeah, Big Amish. He didn't milk the bull on this one.
So if the guard and center on that double team, now Emmanuel Acho, the linebacker, Logan Wilson, can stay free. If they can stay free, now you allow average linebackers to look excellent and excellent linebackers to look elite. You can scheme away from a pass rusher.
Come on with it.
I can double team you. I can chip you. I can run stretch away. I can boot away. I can do a lot of things to evade an elite edge rusher. There is no evading an elite defensive tackle. Ask Aaron Donald. So when you have...
No. Disclaimer. Quinnen Williams is not Aaron Donald. Right. But he up there, though.
Have an elite defensive tackle, that is an absolute game changer. I don't even care if the Cowboys make the playoffs this year. They have Quinnen Williams likely and hopefully for the rest of his career. 10 out of 10 Jerry Jones, no notes.
10 out of 10, man. Just like those food reviews, 10 out of 10, man. I would give this deal a 10 out of a 10. 10 out of a 10. Let me listen to my guy, my brother, man. Come on, listen to him.
Why are you so excited about Quinnen Williams? And to be honest with you, this play represents everything I loved about this kid coming out of the University of Alabama. Like, he's just the complete package.
Roll Tide.
You see the agility, you see the burst, getting off the line of scrimmage, and just whooping this tackle, right? Just whooping this tackle, boom, right? Hands on the back of the pads, violent hands, even though he loses his balance, still able to anchor in that blocker, locate the ball carrier, and finish the tackle. Like, he's a guy that plays revved up, right? You guys, if you followed me long enough, know I love motor. And Quinnen Williams definitely represents that, just whooping that tackle, right? And it's not just...
No doubt. Whooping the tackle right there. We love motor. And I know that you guys love it too, Cowboy Nation. And these are things that we have to understand, that this particular pickup, it's a great one for us. Not like it's a bad and terrible one. And these are things that we need ultimately. I think that the Cowboys are heading in the right direction with this particular pickup. Let me play one other thing.
Listen, man.
And I'm going to get my guy here, the Lando Show, man. I'm showing everybody this love that I can. All right, let's listen to this.
And I promise you.
Listen properly.
Bill Barnwell ain't talking the way he's talking on Twitter right now if he's actually doing what I'm doing sitting right here, watching this guy play. He says, lots of alternatives to go and get guys like this. Highly critical of the Cowboys' decision to do this. Highly outspoken towards the fact that the Cowboy, or towards his opinion that the Cowboys overpaid for Quinnen Williams. Do you see what he just did? Like,
there's no such thing as overpaying for Quinnen Williams. There's no such thing, and I'm trying to condition y'all minds to think big, not small. This guy was what, the number 3 overall draft pick? He's only 27. To that degree, I think Parsons is 26. And I'm not trying to compare the two different positions, two different things that you need for these guys to do. So we are heading into the right direction. We got a toxic cactus. Let the AI speak upon.
Jack the toxic cactus $10. Parsons flipped for 2 players and 3 first-round picks. That's a win.
Yeah. And 2 players right now and 3 first-round draft picks, or technically another first-round draft pick, not 3, but I give it what you're saying. Yeah. Do you now like the move of Osa? And I did this last night, ladies and gentlemen. We talked about this 5-down lineman thing, and if you guys got enough time, y'all got enough time, we can pull up another film. And y'all know how they are with film with me. So let me see if I can pull this one in and at least talk about this one. Let's talk. Hold on, give me 1 second here. Let's talk about what could be a deal before we open up the phone lines and beyond. Talk about trenches. Cowboys, Matt Eberflus, defensive coordinator, like to run this look, a 5-down lineman. Of course, we see Donovan Ezaraku standing up. You got Marshawn Nealon kicked to the inside of this formation, and pretty much you have Kenny Clark line up at 0, and you have my guy Osa right here. He's going to shoot through this B gap here, and then of course you got the edge rusher Sam Williams with on all 4s there. So I think that when you add in Quinnen Williams, you just pretty much rotate all of this around, and then it will be a great situation. This is another variations of the look of the 5-down lineman, as you guys can see that they can rotate and move this around. And the Cowboys were pretty much a little bit successful in this particular look, even though the score did not reflect. Now that they got somebody like a quote-unquote Quinnen Williams, as well as a linebacker that can cover a little bit better or a whole lot better than Kenneth Murray, then we could see the inside or the interior of this particular team play better. Keep in mind, I always say this, that when you start talking about core, that's your front 7, right? And the linebackers are a part of your core. And I always look at the core like, Jim, you never want to skip leg day, right? Or your core workout, your stomach, or what have you. And this is what exemplifies that. Now, of course, you can have strong arms, but if your core is not together, they hit you in the knees or hit you in the belly, in the gut, you falling down to those knees. So it's good to know that we're going to have some reinforcements like a Quinnen Williams and as well as a Logan Wilson. I think that this particular look will help us out tremendously on creating pressure and these sorts of things. Now, granted, the Cardinals, they like to have 6 and 7 guys out there. They love to do these jumbo packages out of their formation to establish strength, and they did that. But what I can say is, altogether, when you look at it from the 5-down linemen that we have now, it's going to get better. Oh, yeah. And if we can point out any shining bright light on his defense, it's been Jadeveon Clowney, by the way, as far as a veteran. I think Dante Fowler is picking up some speed, and as well as Donovan Ezaraku. I think that those boys are showcasing their skill set. Shout out to Sam Williams for blocking the punt earlier in this game. But one of the things that I really want to spotlight will be Donovan Ezaraku as a rookie. He's going to be a guy that's going to really benefit from Quinnen Williams as well as Logan Wilson.
These brothers come up with tattoos and all this stuff. You know what I mean? That ain't, you don't just get that walking down the street, bro. So no, it's a different group, man.
I don't see the press conference of what y'all talking about. I don't see no press conference.
Probably 20, 21, 22 guys to fly to Dallas.
I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is they talking to with the Hawaiian shirt, but I haven't seen the press conference that Shadi is doing. So, but neither here nor there. The 5-down lineman is a thing that the Cowboys are going to try to operate out of Matt Eberflus, and of course that means there's going to be a vacancy as it relates to someone in the secondary, right? But at the end of the day, if you can get home and these guys can sit on routes and they can force and dictate where that ball is going, then you have a better shot at it. So it can work to this particular situation. I think it's just on the NFL app. This is from Jimmy. Appreciate you. So, is that Tim Brown? It could be Tim Brown. Shout out to Tim Brown and them. Yeah, that is Tim Brown. All right, but we're gonna go with the show as advertised. When we try to tune into the we try to tune into what the pressers is saying, since we are pressured for time. With that being said, let's go ahead and get this going the best way possible, Cowboy Nation, and let's get this phone lines cooking. I want to know what's on your thoughts and your mind. But if you are traveling around in Dallas, right, and I'm talking about going from one place to the next and someone rear ends you, right? Somebody fender bends you, T-bone you, right? Or you at work, slip and fall, hit that hip. Y'all know how them hips are, right? You don't want to get them Shay Sharp hips, by the way. Somebody said Shay Sharp on the wall like that because he got them sweet hips. Well, you don't want to get them hips. But if that somehow happened to you, right? You slip and fall at work, hey, I'm going to tell you who you need to call.
It starts from the first phone call. Most of the time, you're going to talk to Gene Burkett, a 30-year partner. You're not going to talk to some employee that just got put on the phones that day.
There are things that are so crucial, especially if it's a cataclysmic event, to have our experts get out and look at the vehicle, witness statements, photos, the whole thing.
Call Frenkel first. Chosen by the people, feared by the insurance companies. Call Frenkel first.
There's 214 or 817, and every 3 you can dial, right? They say call that number before you hit 911, if possible. But reach out to our proud partners, Frenkel and Frenkel Personal Injury Lawyers, back with a combined of 100 years of experiences. That's a lot of years. They are not vampires, by the way. But Frenkel and Frenkel Personal Injury Lawyers, they will fight for you during the day and night. And with that being said, if you can't dial that number, just visit FrenkelFirm.com, Cowboy Nation. Now, with that being said, now my hotline for your mind, 657-390-7391. And I forgot to bring this up, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot to bring this up, charge it to my beard, not my heart. But there will be a round table tonight. There will be a round table tonight with my brothers from another mother's. No other, don't look like Danny Glover, but keep it cool with us. The round table, time to restore order at 6 o'clock Central Texas time for your mind. And that is with my guy, J Tuck, DMV, CFT, Big Gay, James. Everything else remained the same. Appreciate everybody, man. So at 6 o'clock, don't meet us there, beat us here. Come on with it. And we should be syndicating on all channels, so be sure to check us out. Time to restore order. Order in the court, baby. So we're going to talk about it, Cowboy Nation. So, yes, indeed, round table style. Come on with it, Cowboy Nation. I got from the 662. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me, man. Talk to me.
What's up, baby? What's up?
Not much, man.
Jerry finally did something, man. He finally did something.
No doubt.
Finally did something. Hey, this is why I feel about it, man. People saying that we don't have a chance, Law. People saying that we don't have a chance.
Right.
I believe we do. I believe we do. If you look at the schedule, okay, Philly next 2 games before they play us is what? At Green Bay and Detroit. All them losable games for Philadelphia.
I mean, I'm the biggest Green Bay Packer fan this weekend, and I'm gonna be wearing some type of silver and blue the next week. So yeah. It's possible they can catch 2 L's. Yeah,
it's possible they catch 2 L's.
It's possible.
And all we have to do, which is a winnable game, also is a losable game for us when we go to Las Vegas.
Yeah,
we take care of business.
Right.
We go play November 23rd. Be a big game then.
It's a real big
right
game.
There, they'll put Philly at 4 losses by the time they play us, and we'll be at 5.
Yeah. The only thing that I would say from the last game that really got me all hot and bothered, man, was the fact that this offense didn't look the way I wanted to look. Right. The quarterback didn't play the way I wanted him to play. The offensive line didn't protect the way I wanted them to protect. And Javonte Williams put the ball on the ground. So if we can clear up some of the things on offense, then we okay. I think that the defense, all we wanting the defense to do is just hold the ground for us, man. You know, So and I think we should be able to do that. Go ahead.
the reason why we also lost, like I said, the offense to me, they the reason why we lost the game Monday. But another thing on the defense side, we couldn't get off the field on third down.
That part.
Because they kept on, we got them where we want to be at. They was at 38, 35. Here, they was at 30 and 12 and they converted.
Yeah.
We put them in third down positions, but we couldn't get off the field. Quinnen Williams gonna have that whole lot. They're gonna put pressure on that line for that quarterback to get that ball out quick.
Yes,
because
indeed.
You gotta look at Bland, Diggs, all them guys, they ball hawkers. So if the quarterback got time in the pocket, they ready to pick up the ball. They ain't gonna defend just like that.
Yeah.
When the quarterback have a lot of time, he's gonna eat the defense alive.
Yeah.
That's why Bland was getting cooked.
You said a good part right there, bro. I appreciate you for calling in. Anything else, man? Give me your thoughts on Quinnen before I let you go. Give me your thoughts on him.
Man, like I said, I love the trade. It helped us a lot, and it's to me it's more for next year. But also it's a great trade. I love it, Law. I love it.
No doubt, man. That's my guy, Will. Yes, indeed. Emotions was high, and we just never know, man. And I know. Me being hard on the quarterback is the thing that people saying, no, give him grace and mercy. And I do. I give him a lot of grace. I give him a lot of grace and mercy. Emotions, man, it runs deep. Sometimes people don't perform like Michael Jordan when he lost his dad or Brett Favre when he lost his dad or something like that. Or to this degree, I remember when Desmond Bryant lost his father and he just played out crazy. I think it was against the Steelers game. Right? So not everybody performed that way. I'm telling y'all, man, to go back and listen to the Dak Prescott story, him being in the bed, sleeping in the bed with his mom all the way through middle school, like they were close. They were not like this. They were like this. Right? Shoot, he was close to his mom. And all of that, I'm contextualizing everything. I'm trying to find a way of why we were not really on par with a lot of things. And Dak counts as a cloud of judgment, knowing that you planned on the day that your mom passed away, right? And that just, it's tough, man. Look, it takes me. Y'all think that, man, people are robots? Man, I folded up, like my mom's birthday is June. Shoot, the whole month of June, every time I see a nurse and some scrubs and stuff, my mom was a nurse, man, it just takes me, man. I just start crying. Sometimes, and it haven't been 12 years for me, right? It's still fresh. So we got to add the human element to it as well. So I'm looking at all of those things, but I'm hoping, and then he lost his brother. It's a lot of emotions, and I know a lot of people don't want to hear that. This is a gladiator sport, and people will say to themselves and say, hey, man, that's tough loss, tough cookie. Get out there and score me some touchdowns, man. Come on, man, you getting paid $60 million, man. That should be able to.
Prepare for glory.
You're supposed to be preparing yourself for glory. And I get all of that. But, man, sometimes, you know what? It be people that will call in and say a certain thing, and then all of a sudden my voice start cracking out. I say, hey, man, I got to get on up out of here, dog. That's just how it is, ladies and gentlemen. I got the next caller on, and it is from the 253. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
Hey, yo, Law Nation, man. It's good to lock in with you on this good day the Lord has made.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, bro. What you got? What you got for me?
Hey, man, what I got, man, is I'm going to keep it 100. I got to do it that way. I was a pessimist with all this, talk and how the team was playing. But, man, I'm going to leave the past in the past. I like what Jerry done. He went, for the gusto. You know what I'm saying? He said what he said. Hopefully we got the coaches to see what, the opportunities that we have now.
Right.
I know everybody talking about this season is a dud. But, man, I look at it with some optimism. I was that person who was questioning it. But now I got a new sight, man. I look at it as, the Dallas Cowboys have an opportunity, man, to really do something now for their future. So they can find out what the Quinnen Williams does, and what he's going to do is going to help all levels of the defense, but also he's going to help Dak Prescott on his timing and his pocket awareness. I mean, I can see Dak, man, transforming his game, and that's just going to trickle down, man, because I think there's going to be something that's going to spark this team with Quinnen added, man, that seems the trajectory for his contract, man. You know, so
you know the most exciting thing is about all of this is that regardless of whether or not it's for this year, for next year, or for the next 3 years, we can build something around it. We got framework, right? and now we can draft with the mindset. If Caleb Downs is there, shoot, come on with it. Jeez,
pull that trigger.
Pull the trigger. Shoot, another dominant edge rusher from, I think Foots was talking about some guy named Ruben, whatever, over there in Miami Hurricanes. I can't wait to look at his tape, right? You can go pull the trigger now, and you don't have to really worry about the things that's right around the corner because you know for sure your interior play is going to be the best in the business. But keep going.
No, man, I agree, man. I don't disagree with anything you said. I got some condolences for you and anybody that lost anybody close like that. I know how that is, man. That's tough. And but that's life, man. And everybody professional at your level, whatever, you got to deal with that, and that's gonna affect you for the better or for the worse.
Yep, you ain't lying. And
so, that's all I got to say, Law, man. I'm not gonna hold up your show. I love you, brother. I'm glad that you have your platform. It has really helped me through some dark times, man. And I thank the Lord for you. And Cowboy Nation, keep your head up. Be positive, man. Have a positive, a sunny deposition, man, about where this team can go, man. And Law, all I gotta say is, how about them Cowboys?
How about them, man? Shoot, that's the energy, man. We need 3-5-1. 3-5-1. Hey, they say tough time don't last, but tough people do, right? And we just got to tough it out. Weather the storm. When you pray for rain, you got to deal with the mud too. And that is exactly what we're dealing with. We the only ones got ourselves in this mess. The games that we supposed to win, we lost. And I get that. But you know what happened? On those games that we supposed to win, but yet we still lost, we gave them life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Now, I tell you this, confidence is a mother sucker, right? Boy, Chicago looking good, huh, since they beat us. They start saying, oh, come on, baby. Carolina looked good because they beat the Cowboys. To this degree, Arizona's sitting there saying to themselves, man, we got a chance. We beat the Cowboys. But when the realism sets in, y'all realize they had taken advantages of a despicable, not just me, but a despicable, shout out to that cartoon. Oh, my kids were watching that the other day. Despicable defense. Flat out nasty. And we got better in that department now. I got from the 860 VIP, I got Queen Cowboy. You're next from the 910. Hold tight for me. And then let's get this going the best way possible. Let's get it from the 860 VIP. You're live.
Lord. Hold on, Lord. Let me put this hope in my. I'm smoking. I'm putting it in my veins. I'm shooting between my toes. Hold on. Damn. Hold on. Lord, I never thought I would have to come on here and eat crow and say, Jerry, I apologize.
Yeah.
I didn't think Jerry had this in him.
Can I go before you did? Gerald Wayne Jones, Law Nation, Law Christopher Nation, apologize. I apologize because at the end of the day, I knew that this brother wasn't going to take any type of move. I was ready to do a fire and brimstone, burn this thing all the way down. But shout out to Gerald Wayne Jones, from Law Christopher Nation. Hey, my apologies, man. Go ahead.
Yes, and that's coming from Lovey VIP Brown. Yes, Look, Jerry, I had to call off the Wolves. I told him, look, leave Jerry alone. I know I told y'all to press him. Next time he come over here, leave Jerry alone. Jerry's all right. I don't know. Look, did Jerry fall and hit his head? What made him make this move? Because this is all we've been asking for, Lord.
Yeah, all we've been asking for. Yeah.
What's your point?
Yeah. VIP.
Point is, Jerry, you could have got your glory hole a little earlier.
Yeah. Somebody says it's too soon to say apologies. Nah, you look, man. At this point, you got to at least say, hey, man, my bad, dog.
Yeah.
You know,
Come on, my bad, B. Come on, see that, and that's a pride, especially a male's pride, get in the way of a lot of things.
Yeah,
you heard?
Yeah,
like we'll hold on to grudges for our whole life.
Yeah.
You heard? So I think we have to be, as men, especially as us with the nation and Lord Nation, we have to be able to. We got to give the good with the bad. Like, you got to give it up.
I know.
Jerry made a move that 99%. I don't even know if Toxic Tom thought this was gonna pop up.
Ain't no way.
And you know me, I feel like there's a few riders in here that really ride with this team. I don't give a F if we 3F and 13.
Yeah.
I'm still riding.
Yeah.
My son asked me after the loss, he's like, Dad, why you always wear the gear after the loss like we won? I was like, because win, lose, or draw, I'm riding with my boys.
It's not tied to conditions, man. But in closing, what else you have before I let Queen on?
So, before Queen gets on, hi, Queen, I love you. But before Queen, I want to say something about Quinnen.
Yeah.
Quinnen is a game changer, Lord. Something we haven't had. Look, I can't even remember the last time we had a game changer at the D tackle position. And like you said, he'll make every level
right
better. And what he controls is something that nobody mentioned, and what we've been losing this whole year. And I think this is what's got our Shotty is an emotional coacher. He's an emotional coach, excuse me. And he gets so emotionally drawn. I think the last game he was so emotionally drawn into the defensive end that he felt like he had to press
right
on the other end. Like those going for it on fourth down. I don't think he would have did that if he had just the slightest bit of confidence in his defense.
No doubt, man.
You heard?
You doubt.
So that's my close. I'm landing the plane, but I do want to say this, Lord. I think we have to go undefeated at this point. Maybe I really think we have to go undefeated.
You got to play to win anyway. Play to win.
I'm confident.
Yeah. Play to win. You're right, VIP. Appreciate you for calling in.
You know I'm still riding. How about them Cowboys? I ain't a killer, but don't push me. I don't want to hear no talk about my quarterback. My quarterback has to be effing perfect.
No doubt, man. That's VIP, man. So we have the VIP, man, from the VIP Hot Lounge. We have Queen Cowboy that's coming up next from the 910, and then we had the 971. But before I go into this, I just wanted to say that we're still not looking for handouts. I do not choose to be a common man. It is my right to be uncommon if I can. I want to take the calculated risk to dream, to build, to do the things that I know that the Creator designed me to do such so, right? Write that down for your mind. Here's what I'm saying. And shout out to my mom. You know, growing up, we didn't grow up with silver spoons. We grew up broke, busted, and disgusted. My mom was the first one to go to college, by the way. And she barely scraped out of there, but she got out. So when all of these things talking about the government assistance and programs and stuff, yeah, we were on it. Man, we was on food stamps back in the 80s, man. I remember the dollars, man. It was a whole food stamp. It's before most of you guys' time, but it used to be dollars, man. You used to be like, hey, man, let me get this, you know what I'm saying? You'd be ashamed to pull it out. Boy, we had government peanut butter so hard, cheese brick so hard, but they make the best peanut butter cookies, yes and day, and make the best mac and cheese with their government stuff. But one of the things that resonated to me is that times were so hard that my mom was stubborn in a good way that she said, you know what, if we do this system thing, will be forever depending on the system. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to refuse to work this particular situation as far as the system. And I'm not going to be a school teacher. I'm going to go and educate myself to be a nurse, right? To elevate herself even higher. She became a nurse director. No longer couldn't get on them doggone stamps and stuff like that. But not to tell the story of family business, but it also shows that I do not look for help or handouts, because that is something that was installed and put to me from the moms. So the moms are able to see something in someone and say, you know what? We're not finna depend on things, right? These things are meant to be for it to help you out in a short time, not a long time, right? And from that mindset, boy, since she elevated the income, never look back for any assistance, right? So that's what I'm looking at. And I'm not dogging anybody who looking for assistance. We all need help. But what I'm getting at is that until you learn how to stand on your own two, until you learn how to operate and move on your own way, and until you take the mindset of depending on something that can only give you a maximum of 20 to 25,000. Don't let that 20 to 25,000 a year stop you from making 150,000 a year. You get what I'm saying? Or don't let that fall of the mindset, because there are people that knew how to manipulate the system, and that's all they do for the rest of their life. But that's a whole nother conversation. I'm not trying to be political law. All right, I got from the 910 UN Queen Cowboy. Talk to us.
Hey, how you doing there?
I'm doing all good.
You ain't told not one lie. You talked about that assistance stuff.
Yeah.
Not one lie at all. You know,
I appreciate it.
It's meant for a short time to get you where you need to be. You got to be working towards something. Have some goals set.
Yeah.
You know, so that you can even help somebody else along the way and show them that you may have to use this right here, but don't sit back and expect it to always be there for you. Mm-hmm. You know, you build yourself up too. You know, we as a people are supposed to bring each other up. You know what I'm saying? Not knock each other down.
Right.
And we got too much of that in our amongst our people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I am so happy that Jerry got Quinnen Williams. Law, I'm telling you, I was ready to and I love all of my Cowboys content creators. But I was ready to do like I did last year. Unsubscribe from all y'all, so y'all's notifications won't come up on my damn phone, and I can not look at the NFL channel and try to make sure I don't know nothing about the Cowboys last year. And that's what I did. And you was like, wait, you did, Queen. I needed a mental break.
Yeah.
So I did, you know, because Jerry, he do some crazy stuff.
He do.
And for once, he did something that we needed him to do, that he needed to do a long time ago.
Right.
See, Gerald was always comfortable with the fact that as long as the Cowboys was talked about, then he was being successful.
Right.
And he found out that you were more successful and more talked about when you was winning them damn Super Bowls.
Come on with it.
You went all out for them. You went all out for them players. You didn't take scraps. You went and got the best. And we been expecting you to do that because you ain't broke, you ain't dumb. And just like the other teams go over their cap early in the year to get what the hell they need for their team so that they can be who they need to be,
right.
You can do the same damn thing. You ain't gotta have your books set just right all the goddamn time.
Get them, Queen.
Do what you need to do to get this team where it needs to be so we can win some damn Super Bowls. I'm tired of this shit now.
Come on with it. That's the type of message we need. In closing, what do you have? Because I got this line long. What else we have?
How about them damn Cowboys?
Yes, that's the Queen. We know. Yes, indeed. Let me see if I can hit it. Yeah, they mad because I didn't hit that note. Let me see if I can do it. She's a queen to be. Yes, indeed. That's Queen Cowboys. I can't hit the other half of that note. I done used them all up, man. But that's the energy. I'm glad that she's back over here with us, Cowboy Nation. And, hey, I know she didn't unsubscribe from me. Come on, Queen. But it's all good. I just look at it from this aspect of it, Cowboy Nation. We rolling. Come on with it. I got 971. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by FrenkelFirm.com. Talk to me.
Well, I am so happy right now about this trade. And first of all, I'm not going to apologize to Jerry because that's their job. Their job, they're supposed to go out and get difference makers, playmakers. I mean, I don't want to dwell on the Micah Parsons trade, but man, this is the perfect counterpart to Micah. This would be the perfect counterpart.
Yeah. Shoot yeah, man.
But I want to say one thing too. I watch a lot of podcasts now as Cowboys, and we're talking about how his dip in production, his ranking, things like that. I just did like a recap. First of all, he was a top 30 player in 2023.
Right.
Top 40 player amongst his peers in 2024. That's because the defense as a whole were a good defense.
Right.
Of course, his numbers are going to be bad when he has nobody to help him on the defense side of the ball. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think we have a complete difference maker, a dominant force in the middle to push the pocket to help the edge rushers get some easy sacks, get them paydays, right? And we got a guy that maybe is the next, I don't know, Calais Campbell that's 37, 38 years old still playing in the league.
Yeah.
You got these defensive tackles, when they're really good, they can play into their mid-30s and still be a force, right?
Right.
So that's kind of my thinking. This is the perfect player that the Cowboys have never. We've been banging the table for how many years now, Law?
Yeah, man.
Get us a nose tackle. Get us a one tech.
We've been saying this since the Leroy Glover's, Jay Ratliff days, and we was even saying, hey, let's get somebody else to pair up with Jay Ratliff because he's too small, right, inside. So, it's been a long time.
I mean, we're sitting here. Okay, we always wait. Oh, they're gonna reach in the second round, and the third round. No, if you want a dominant one tech, you draft him where in the mid to early first round, right?
You got to pay money for that. Yeah, that's good money. Yeah.
Unless you're lucky and they fall to the Eagles in the end of the first round for no reason. You know what I mean? Get those guys, and we finally got them. Good job, Jerry. You utilize your assets the right way. If you can't draft, if you haven't poor draft the last few years, use the picks for known commodities, guys that are out there, professionals. I love this trade. I like the bargain bin they got over from Cincinnati. Good trade for that guy too. You know what I mean?
Right.
But they finally went and put the chips in the table and got somebody.
Yes, indeed. In closing.
Extend him. Okay, extend him. Go extend Pickens. Go extend. Quinnen wants a contract. That's why him and the Jets got mad at each other.
Right.
Give that guy a 2-3 year extension. Let's go. I mean, let's pay these guys.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, man.
If you pay him now, they're cheaper later. That's all it is.
Yes, indeed. That's my guy, man. What's your name? Let me lock you in, Chief.
This PDX right here. PDX.
Okay. All right, let me put
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. All right. That's my guy, man. PDX. Party Dallas X-rays. I don't know. PDX, man. Shout out to him, man. With that being said, Cowboy Nation, somebody asked earlier, whatever happened to the Bradley Chubb thing, and whatever happened to Trey Hendrickson's of the worlds, as well as Max Crosby, who else? Minka Fitzpatrick. All of those boys could still be off-season situations, and that's what Swayze alluded to as well. Like this is not over with. This is clearly not over with, and we still have enough remunerations, by the way, to make sure that these things are all secured. I think that when we look back at Quinnen Williams' money, all of his guarantees are already gone off his contract. And we can hold the rights. We have his rights for 2 seasons. That's more than 365 days, baby. So it's going to be a situation that we are okay. And I got a guy who's been banging the table for not a short time, but for a long time. I'm talking about banging the table. Pause if necessary. And he is from the 206. MJ, you're live on The Nation. Talk to me, man.
What up, Law Nation? Hey, Law, that's what me and you been waiting for. A D-tackle.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. You've been thinking of all types of ways to get a D tackle. I know when the moment the trade happened, I could only envision MJ live somewhere like, yeah, you know.
I went crazy.
I know you did, man.
I was on your boy show. I ain't gonna say the name, but I was on your boy show going crazy. Oh my God, yeah, everybody. So that right there helped us. And then we got that linebacker that know how to put people in the right position. Now, it's going to be hard for teams to run on us. That's over with.
Right.
They know it. Now we just got to fix that third down. And I'm telling y'all, everybody was mad at him. And I know he listens to your show. I'm finna say his name. Diggs, this your chance. Stop thinking about Michael Parsons. He's over in Green Bay. This is your chance to win the nation back, and you can get you a bigger contract for another contract if you ever leave the Cowboys. You can help the Cowboys win. It's up to Diggs.
Diggs won't be back until probably the Detroit game, or maybe the Vikings game. That's perfect, man. Get him time to rest up.
He ought to been gone for.
Yeah.
He ought to been gone for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
The fourth week could be Oakland. So he could come back the fifth week against Philly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking he's coming back. Remember? So the Philly game, he'll be back. So this is a chance for Diggs to help us because we need the extra corner. You know what I'm saying?
I think that when Siobhan Revo gets back into the swing of things, I got some video and footages of him moving around. It looks pretty good. I can't show y'all, but I would say this that Siobhan Revo. I'm not trying to be like optimistic, Law, but damn it, that Siobhan Revel may be the best DB standing
on the team.
Basically, you know. And I know he's a rookie.
He look good.
Oh yeah. He looks good, bro. So, all I can say is from here, we just still need to see him get hit on that leg. You need to see him get engaged in a block and stuff like that. And then we need to see the other thing that you don't see when people running around and doing things is that we need to ultimately see his endurance, because football fatigue and running out there against the wind is two different things, right? Playing football fatigue is a crazy thing. But in closing, man, what else you got before I let the next call on?
I got to get you, Law, because you always say it, Law. I'm like you, Law. Tell Steele, please, Steele, why are we going to try to get rid of? We just got a D tackle to go with my boy 95 from Green Bay.
Right.
And you talking about we got this kid to let go 95. Man, get the hell out of here. We got enough money. The money going up every year.
Yeah.
You just said it. Man, we keep it 95. What the hell y'all fucking talking about?
Are you talking about me? Like I didn't think that we're going to get rid of 9.5. I want to keep 9.5.
No.
Yeah. You said you going to get me. I was waiting for you to get me. Huh? What'd you say?
No. Steele was talking about, I'm saying what you said, Law, when you say, well, we already got it. When we get somebody, we already got to let the next person go. Hell no.
Oh, yeah.
I want to keep number 3 and 95. You only got to play 3 people. 95, number 3, and number the punter. That's it.
Appreciate for calling in, man. You ain't lying, man. Appreciate you for calling. Yeah.
Oh, one more. We gotta go at least 7-1. You can't lose 2. Go 7-1.
Yeah, you gotta go 7-1 down 7. You gotta win 7 out of the next 8. Ooh-wee. All right, bro. Appreciate you for calling in. Yeah. That's my guy MJ. I was trying to hear what he was trying to say, and he said Steele. Maybe he think that I'm Skywalker Steele. I thought he was talking about Terrence Steele. Boy, MJ had me confused. Man, shout out to MJ, though. Can we all whisper this, though? I'm done with Terrence Steele, man. I'm done with Terrence Steele, man. Can I whisper that? Oops. I'm supposed to whisper it, you know. Look, we didn't really move the ball until Nate Thomas got into that thing. If Steele is going to continue to play like that, and I forgot to bring that up last night with the migraines and all of this stuff to my guy John Machota. If Steele is going to continue to play like that, man, just put Nate Thomas in, man. Go and rip the Band-Aid off. In this bye week, I hope that Schottenheimer got a chance to look and review the tape and say, Steele, come here. Come here. Come here. I got $60 million out there. $60 million. And you just going to give up a free lane like that? You just giving it up, you know? And I ain't talking about throwing that thing wham in a circle. You just giving it up. We finna make some corrections. That pine finna change your mind, and we finna put in Nate Thomas for the remainder of these 8 games. Now, we couldn't trade you away. But man, when the offseason kick open, what state you like to live in? Yeah, shoot. Terrence Steele, man. Boy, I'm telling y'all. Man, and I fought hard for Terrence Steele. Made all type of tapes and beyond. I got from the 336, you in the mix. Talk to me, man. You're live on the nation, man. Talk to me.
What's good with it?
All is well. Can't complain, bro.
Hey, you right about Steele, but I think his problem is he a run blocker. And once we get down, we can't we just go straight to passing the ball. So he can't really get in his groove because we can't run the ball no more, or Shotty just don't want to run the ball no more.
Right.
But I want to talk about Big Q.
Come on with it.
Big Q helped. But I ain't heard nobody say this. Big Q also helps our young interior offensive line. They get to battle him every week. I can't wait till we get to training camp.
Bama on Bama. Bama on Bama, man. Ooh.
They get to feel. Cooper get to feel them. Young boy get to feel them. Booker and Smith get to feel them every day. That'll teach them how to play against a dominant interior force.
Yeah, Trilla, I'm taking that one. I'm literally taking that, and I'm gonna repackage it like I said it first. You know,
Stop, please.
I'm taking all of that. I'm like, hey, y'all, guess what, man? You know, hey, by adding Quinnen Williams, also improved Tyler Booker. Come on with it. yeah, and BB, and all of them interior guys. I'm taking that one though, bro. I appreciate you for that knowledge though. Keep cooking.
All right, so listen. No more 200-yard rushing. We ain't got to worry about no more 200-yard rushing. No more 17-play drives. We ain't got to worry about that shit no more. You hear me?
You ain't lying, sure.
Eber shit get to run. His only rushing 4. We could actually rush 4 from the remainder of his career. If that's what he want to do, we could do this. Send the blitz sometimes, but Q actually helps us. Q and Clark, and then you put Osa at right end like Tank Law used to play.
Come on with it.
Actually run 4 and then rotate the other DN.
Man.
The Sheagles won the Super Bowl last year with 3 great defensive tackles. They dominated the Super Bowl.
Man, that Milton, what that guy named Milton,
Jordan,
Jalen,
and Carter.
Yeah.
They dominated Pat. Pat couldn't do nothing but try to escape, and that helped the DNs go crazy. It helped the whole defense because they only rushed 4 and dropped coverage the whole time.
Man, and that's where we're trying to get. You know, at the DBs need more situation awareness, but you get that. Don't you know what was the elixir for the Eagles too? Out of all of that stuff, and I hate talking this much Eagle talk, but out of all of that stuff, you know who was really, to me, their elixir on that defense?
What's good with it?
Zach Bond.
And guess what?
Yeah.
The interior defense helps Zach Bond because Zach Bond wasn't a Pro Bowler with the Saints.
Come on with it. And if we can get like a I'm not saying that it's by Logan Wilson because he's a tackling machine. He's not Zach Bond. But if we can get shades of what they did over there at Eagles land out of Logan Wilson, oh man, come on with it, man. Jeez.
We got something better than Zach Bond on the way.
On the way,
if his knee stay up, we got something better than Zach Bond on the way.
Yeah.
Especially if we send 5 and he the one on the blitz, or even if we send Shamar on the blitz, or even if we send I don't like calling him K9 because he ain't no dog. Get George, man, because K9 ain't no dog, man.
He definitely, man, he's a dog without teeth. And that's what, hey, wait a minute, that's on one of them rap lyrics, man. Wait a minute.
Hey, but in closing, though.
That old boy say that, but keep going, keep cooking, in closing.
In closing, the Eagles are, the Eagles won. They got 6 wins. They got 6 wins.
We got
3.
Yeah.
We got 3. The Eagles got 6, and they at the top of the conference.
Yeah.
We 3 games behind with 8 games left. We got to play the Eagles, the Vikings, and the Lions, which 2 of them are in the wild card, and 1 of them are in our division. We could either take our division because the Eagles have a tough schedule as well, or we could control our destiny and just beat all 3 of them and be closer at the end of this shit.
Yeah.
We not out. Anybody that think we out, we not out.
Mathematically speaking. Yeah.
We definitely can come in here and win. Let's say we win 3 games and win 3 or 4 more other than that. Because we got the Raiders. We need to whoop them because they embarrassed us like a year or 2 ago on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We always beat the Chargers. They tackles out, and their interior offensive line is garbage. And we're going to beat Washington again because they can't even beat Cooper Rush. And I think we got the Giants again. So that's like 4 games right there we should win. If we win these 3 games that I'm talking about, we definitely got a chance to hit the playoffs, and we definitely got a chance to go into January and December and stop the run and play great offense. And let's see what we can do with this thing, man.
No
How
doubt,
about
man.
Cowboys?
How about them, man? A good call from my guy. A really good call from Triller, man. And I'm going to steal some of the stuff that he said, by the way, and we're going to get things moving and grooving. I got a chance to get a live picture of practice today, and one of the people that they are showing is K9. They absolutely showed me a picture of K9. Okay, here it is right here, man. Y'all see K9, boy? Yeah. K9! K9, come on, look at K9 over here. But when I held that 9. Y'all see K9? Boy, let me put him inside the phone, man. Yeah, let me put him inside the phone. K9, what you doing, man? Yo, look at K9, boy. Look at K9, boy. I don't know who got more fight, K9 or this dog right here. Let me just make it over here, y'all. It ain't gonna fit all in the frame. Look at K9, boy. Yes, indeed. We're here live, tuning in. That's the K9 that everybody been talking about. Truth be said or told that this dog got more fight than K9. Oops, watch, he gonna try to find me, man. Hey, here's a true story. K9 can hit though, but he can't cover nothing. Shoot. Let me get the next caller on. But y'all see K9 over here, man. Shoot, he gonna play better now because he got Quinnen Williams in front of him. Come on with it, Cowboy Nation. I got the next caller that's in the building, and I appreciate each and every last one of you all. I got the 408. You're live on the Nation, man. Talk to me, man. Yo, 408. Jeez, what he doing over there? That must be Kenneth Murray. That was him. 972, you're live on the Nation. Talk to me, man.
Love Nation, man. How you doing?
All is well. Can't complain, man. What you got for me?
Man, I like the trades, but I'm really concerned about two things, okay? One is the defense is now affecting the offense. Now, I know the offense had turnovers.
Right.
But you could see that they were playing, this team, the Cowboys were playing a 2-5 Cardinal team like they were Super Bowl champions.
Right.
Because they saw that the defense could do nothing to stop this backup quarterback. It made him look like, Steve McNair.
Yeah.
God rest his soul. And it's just, I know that he's going to be good for the defense, but what really bothered me was that they were getting pressure. But the zone was just, it was ridiculous. They would get a sack. It would be 3rd and 19, and they would get a 20-yard pass on 3rd down. They're the worst 3rd down defense in NFL. I mean, it's awful. And so even with having these guys and having a linebacker, I'm hoping that this is what it is, that it needs players for a scheme. But they are horrific. They are so bad. I mean, it makes me think that any coordinator would be better than what the guys are playing.
No doubt.
What do you think about that?
I think that, when we start to think about the overall philosophy of Matt Eberflus, I was listening in to Toxic Tom yesterday when he put in a nice chat. He states that if you go back and watch the Colts defense, they didn't perform to the likings of what Colts need to look like when Matt Eberflus was defensive coordinator there until they made an acquisition to get another edge rusher or I think his name was Armstead or what have you, or DeForest Buckner. When they got DeForest Buckner, who a bigger guy that they could put inside and he could play on the outside, that's when the identity of the Colts changed for its good. Now, I'm not saying that Quinnen Williams is going to be able to just excel this defense from the 32nd rank or 31st rank, respectfully, down to the 21st rank. But, man, we have to all include this into our mindset that this guy is by far the better run stopper in the game, and he's one of the better defensive tackles in this game, that this pickup helps more than it hurts in any level.
Right.
Yeah, so I think that's going to happen, man. But, hey, I hate to cut you short, man. I absolutely got to go. I got a meeting to be at 2 o'clock. I appreciate you for calling in from the 972, bro. Appreciate you.
Thank you, man.
No doubt. Man, I've seen a message that I got a meeting at 2 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen. It's probably be impossible for me to get back to you all, but I really want you guys to tune in a little later on today. We will be having the round table, me, Jay Tuck. Let me get all of the people that's going to be in this thing, man. We're going to be having a great time today, and I can't wait to see all of y'all tonight. It's going to be me. I said me, you know what I'm saying? DMV. We got also Rome, Big Game James. And we're going to be talking on the round table, the Restore to Order at 6 o'clock. So don't meet us there, beat us there. And keep your notifications live, lit, and ready, Cowboy Nation. And let's get things moving and grooving the best way possible. If we offended anyone today, please be sure to charge it to my beard, not my heart. Now, if you're an Eagle fan and if you are offended, then guess what? You just offended, baby. That's just for what it is. Appreciate everybody, man. I see some big heavy hitters that was in the chat or on the phone call there in the waiting queue area. Man, just be sure to check back in with me, man, and we get things moving and grooving. Can't wait. Quinnen interview is up. Oh, my goodness, man. I got to stop having these meetings at 2 o'clock on a Wednesday. But I appreciate everybody, man, for tuning in. All I can say is that tune into that interview. Listen carefully and properly, because we're going to be breaking that down as well. But that prize fighter continue to swing even when he's down. You got to keep your head high. I like the saying from Jim Rowan, one of the motivations that I used to listen to back in the days. I still listen to some of his stuff, Earl Nightingale, Paul Harvey, and all of them boys. But Jim Rohn states this particular message: when the end comes for me, let it find me conquering a new mountain, not sliding down an old one. K9 coming for me. Well, I got some dog repellent, and hey, if he ever do anything to me, 224, I just need it on camera, baby. Yes, indeed. I always want to be a multi-millionaire. Hey, K9, I'm right here. I'm in Dallas. I'm not hard to find, you know. Yeah. It could be any of those K9s. Somebody saying that Kevontae Turpin should be K9. I think Kevontae Turpin need to get out of that 9. You know what I'm saying? I like him better when he wore 2. But that's a whole nother conversation. Law, you got that clip? William sneezed and he says, bless you, thank you. I do got it. See if I can find it. Finders keepers, right, baby? We got it right here, baby.
Listen, thank you that I got here, so to the different character things. Listen.
The reason why people say bless you after you sneeze is because that's the only time the heart stops, allegedly. But regardless of anything, if people say bless you or not, I got you. Because we all know this in our heart is that blue, is that silver, the star, all in the heart. John Stanley states, keep selling Kool-Aid. You'll make money. Here's the thing. When you are blessed and operating in the purpose that the Creator designed you to do, money comes naturally. People that know me and understand that we had money before we even started this YouTube thing, because the favoring of the blessings of the grand Creator already bestowed upon me. So when I'm doing this, I'm operating in my king will of purpose, ladies and gentlemen. So money is already a byproduct of what we are able to do here, but not the ultimate goal here, because I give y'all the same energy, regardless of whether or not it's one person in here, regardless of whether or not it's 10 folks in here, regardless of whether or not it's 1,000 folks in here. But verily, verily, I say unto you, Cowboy Nation, write this down into the hearts of your mind, regardless of anything that you got in your way. If you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you think and dream and think of it is about it, if you'll gladly go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, or plan for it, and lose all terror of your mind, if you would simply, just simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength, sagacity, with faith, hope, confidence, and stern pertinacity, if neither cold or the poverty or the famish or fame or the sickness of body or brain or of anything that money can bring, if dogged and grim and besieged and beset with the help of Almighty Cowboy Nation, you will get it. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Are you operating in your purpose? Are you doing things only in exchange for remuneration? But keep in mind, even Paul says, I render you those things that are spiritual. Therefore, you have to render me these things which is carnal. Meaning that in order for this platform to continue to grow, regardless of it, you got to support. Donations, baby. DC for life, not for short. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Go Cowboys.